This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything: birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's being changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Teeing off here to start the round at TPC Scottsdale, first hole, 403-yard par 4. Frank, walk us through.
The length of the hole hasn't changed, but the addition of that one bunker down the left side that makes the player think is certainly the first new addition. Do you try and fly that bunker, or do you lay up? And it certainly changes the length of that second shot.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Fraction off the center and headed to the right. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Oh, I thought he had that. That is an excellent lag putt right there. Had the speed perfectly. And getting ready for the putt. Might be. Could be. What a beautiful roll right there. Dead center. Frank, he'll have to take a full swing at this putt for birdie.
This is long, but every now and again, one of these finds the bottom of the cup and makes that magic sound.
One under early in the round. Just a couple of feet. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Now to the second hole, and Frank, what can you tell us about this par 4?
A new tee has been added, lengthening this hole 30-plus yards. Plus, what used to be just one bunker on the right side of the screen has changed to a little pot bunker, and the addition of 2 bunkers on the left side. Still a semi-blind tee shot, and the hole just bends softly to the left. Another very good par 4 here at TPC Scottsdale.
Well, this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design.
Oh, that's fine.
When Jordan Spieth won the John Deere Classic in 2013 at age 19, get this, he became the first teenager to win on tour in more than 80 years.
Amazing. And also to qualify on his own for the Ryder Cup, to be the second youngest of all time to do that.
He was the youngest American to play the Ryder Cup since 1929.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. This is one of the more challenging shots in the game, the fairway bunker shot, isn't it, Frank?
It is. You look at the distance involved, obviously what's in front of him now. He has to hit this shot absolutely clean.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is terribly frustrating right there. Just 125 yards away and missed the green completely. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
And this one just seems to be moving a little left in the air.
Not too bad. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's another shot.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Never a doubt, looking to make a statement today.
Even par, currently.
Even par, early on. Clean this up with a tap. So with that, 1 over par. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here. Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart, pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie.
Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down, don't get too crazy, and now just to tap in left. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And so just getting started. Even par so far. Jordan Spieth can really roll it. Has good feel. And let's see what he does with this putt. Still playing even for the day after the par. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Now at 1 under for the round. Really nice mix of holes to start here at TPC Scottsdale. The 2 4s and then the par 5. Now our first par 3. Just a little over 180 yards, Frank.
Plays a little downhill, longer than what it once was. Green is radically different. Used to be deep, now it's wide. And the bunkering, of course, is visually totally different from what it used to be.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. That's a bit offline in the rough. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Could it be? Well, that just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. And getting ready for the putt. Good putt, and now 1 under par. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tees added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Nice putt. Count it. See if Spieth can knock this in for his par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Shouldn't be a problem here. This to surrender, only one shot. So with that, the score is now at even par. Par 4 sixth, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, going back 100 years or more, we used to see winning scores in stroke play tournaments, 72-hole events of 300 thereabouts. But obviously, like so many things in golf, everything has improved.
Yeah, you people would scoff at sort of saying 475s would win a U.S. Open or a British Open. It didn't, and it does. But, with equipment and people have really got into the game, they've worked it out. And they just plain got better at it. They realize that, stroke play, you can't just swing from the trees, so to speak. You've really got to work your way around and get better. You just can't sort of settle for mediocrity. Second shot. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over. It's that sneaky distance.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Now 2 to the good side. He has this for par. Drops it, and he's at even par. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed, still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
He'll need to be strong with this. Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down, don't get too crazy, and now just to tap in left. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good par. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Once you hit double par, it is time to just pick up and move on. Count that as a triple bogey. Ouch. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Okay, has it and stays at 1 over par. Two under par for the round. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dogleg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
120 yards left, Frank, and a little wind at the back. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, hello there.
Huge bonus making that one.
This a par bid for Jordan Spieth. Oh, do that. These putts keep the round together. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. Rounding out the front nine with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be two bunkers down the right side. There is now one, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole looked like a faint dogleg right, but really the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep too, so judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. That one was struck solid, about 290. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another. Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just trying to aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
So Frank out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier. Well, that's the best that was going to be, on the fringe.
Not too bad. See if Spieth can knock this in for his par. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Normally you'd be happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Good work there. Now to even par. Bit unfortunate, loses a shot here with that bogey. Coming off that exciting front side, we are set to go on the back nine here at the TPC Scottsdale. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Just a gorgeous afternoon. Great crowds as always, and you can feel the excitement building, Frank.
Oh, you certainly can, and the 10th hole's been changed quite considerably. You used to bail out down the left side, Rich, but they put a little bunker down there that sort of stops that play. And for the ones that tried to drive directly at the green, there's a little bunker that's hidden in the distance that sort of stop you going on that line. So really has to be respected. And the 428, or the rather modest 428 yards there, will play a little longer because this will play as a true dogleg right par 4. Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, I just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Well, this one's tracking. Oh, he's going to love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
A good 29-foot putt here. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Getting set now over the putt. So with that, 1 over par. Just a little tap in here. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Didn't hit it in there tight, but still with a good chance.
Yeah, if that's his worst shot at the end of the day, then I still think he's played well.
He'll need to be strong with this.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Playing his fourth shot after the third was wet. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Either misjudged the wind or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. This one has a good line. Get in the hole.
Can you believe that?
Spieth over a par putt. That was well judged, wasn't it? Not a gimme, but well within his range. So, 2 over par for the round. Twelfth hole now, looking at 192 yards, par 3.
Won't quite play that distance because that tee shot is considerably downhill. But you really have to be cognizant of the wind if it's coming off the left, because it easily brings that water into play down the right should that tee shot just start moving with the wind.
He'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away in a good spot. Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Good looking shot right here. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Good score going. Now at 2 under par. Birdie chance here on this very long putt. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Par 5 13th, chance for birdie or maybe even eagle if you're bold and brave enough, but also, Frank, chance for disaster here?
Well, there is. Water very much in play down the right side. There's a bunker down the left too. If you finish up in that, there's no way you're going for this par 5 and 2. Then it becomes a little bit of a zigzag mission. The second shot either has to be hit down the right side, just skirting that bunker in the front, or it has to be all carry.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. No fairway here, this one in that rough.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continues to putt beautifully. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Good putt, now at -3. Putt drops, now at 1 over par. At the 14th now, it's a par 4.
And a dogleg left once again. The bunker on the left side's being pushed out to the fairway to really make you think whether or not you can carry that. It's a lengthy second shot because it's going to play a little bit uphill. And this green is well protected on the left side with the 2 bunkers. Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Greg, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
This is way left going left.
And that one's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
You know, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly. Now keep your head still. It's Spieth now for par. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Now a 7-footer.
Oh, painful lip out. This is a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Not going so well for him. He has this for bogey. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. Clean this up with a tap. Good effort and a good par putt. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course, but this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. Find the fairway. You might just find the green.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Wait, this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, one of the great moments in tournament history here in Scottsdale, you go back to 1996, the sudden death playoff between Phil Mickelson and Justin Leonard. Mickelson has always been the hero out here because he went to Arizona State.
Yeah, and it still runs through his veins, Rich. There was such an important win for him because to do it in front of people that he considered his home crowd was huge. And then also to do it in a playoff where, obviously it's win or lose. So for Mickelson, 1996 and TPC Scottsdale certainly ring home.
And now the second shot here at this par 5.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. That one is in the bunker.
Second shot. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Birdie try up next. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has the shot to sink this one for birdie.
That just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. Settles in over the putt.
do that.
This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Makes it and moves to 1 over. Well, partner, here we go. Players have characterized it as terrifying, chaotic, amazing. The stadium atmosphere here at this hole, the 16th of par 3, is really spectacular, isn't it, Frank?
It is. Because of the atmosphere, the number of people, this is the closest a golfer gets to like kicking a field goal in the Super Bowl. It's just surrounded by people. It's not really the difficulty of the hole. Just over 160 yards, a modest par 3. There's no water in trouble. But it's an atmosphere that golfers never normally are familiar with.
This one checking in at 150 yards. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Hard putt, soft hand, beautiful putt.
This is that awkward length.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a couple of feet. Has it. That's birdie. Now to the 17th. And Frank, fair to say this is one of the best short par 4s in all of golf?
It is. The drivable par 4 that's designed the way it's meant to be played is a winner. The ones that are just shortened to be made drivable, they don't work. This was designed to be a 17th hole, and it was designed to be drivable. You couldn't get a better place, and you couldn't get a better par 4.
Really good play off the tee, at least 300 yards and in the fairway. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
So this will be the 3rd shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know, the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aimed the club at that and made sure they followed through.
And getting ready for the putt. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there. It's no snack, though.
Boy, he looked like Ben Crenshaw right there. That was smooth and easy, right in the heart. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. So 2 over par for the round. Par 4 18th, and Frankie, if you are trying to win the tournament out here at TPC Scottsdale, this is all you want down the stretch.
It is. There's a short bunker there, obviously for the recreational player to respect. 3 bunkers down the right side protected, and that new bunkering situation down the left there to stop the attack of a Bubba Watson or a JB Holmes. Now this tee shot is going to have to be respected, and the green too is anything other than flat.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Off the flight path again. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
In the direction of the sand.
And looks like it. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Headed for the bunker, I think. Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
Solid play, heart of the green. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Third shot now from the bunker. Spieth has this for par. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Continues to putt beautifully. Shouldn't be a problem here. Not too bad, a round of 70. Just a tap in to finish the hole. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 17th hole has really put him in a bad way. Just not playing well.